This watch is a 39mm Rolex Explorer 1, which was discontinued by Rolex a few years ago. This isn't a massive transformation, it's more of a routine maintenance service. However, this model is a favorite of mine, so I decided to upload a short video showing a little of the work. I've tried to include a few different views and processes to show you a little more of what we do.
The Explorer was introduced shortly after the Everest expedition in 1953, and Rolex leaned heavily on this in their initial advertising. It has remained part of the Rolex stable, to this day taking various forms, all following the same design ethos. Like the Submariner or the Omega Speedmaster, the design has stayed relevant for decades.
This example again shows some wear to the plates from contact with the rotor, but the damage is not nearly as bad as previous watches we've featured. To accommodate the larger diameter case, Rolex have used case clamps and a movement ring rather than the standard system usually found in Rolexes, where we screw 2 screws down and rotate the movement to release it. I'm not a massive fan of this system, but the movement ring is beautifully decorated as you would expect from Rolex.
The dial has a gloss finish. In previous Explorers, the black finish has been matte, which looks excellent. However, the high gloss makes the watch a little more versatile, in my opinion, so it can function as a dress watch as well as a tool watch.
To remove the hands, we protect the dial and hands with a plastic sheet and use hand levers. This method ensures we remove the hands without any damage to both parts. These Horotech carbon fiber tweezers also protect the hands from damage. These markings are found on the reverse side of genuine Rolex dials and help us to identify genuine parts. Here we can once again see the high standard of finishing applied to the movement under the dial. This type of finishing is created by using an abrasive rod in a repeating pattern. The work is then plated with bright rhodium. Here we are, continuing to dismantle the movement. This is the dial side, specifically the keyless works, which is the system that winds the watch manually and allows hand setting. This all must be removed to properly clean the mechanism.
Now it is time to remove any remaining power in the mainspring. This must be done before the mainspring, going train or escapement are removed to prevent damage.
To do this, we disengage the click and allow the spring to unwind slowly by controlling the release. You will see the balance wheel come to a stop when the remaining power is exhausted. After cleaning, we rebuild the movement and oil with fresh oils as specified in the technical documentation for this caliber. A fresh mainspring, new oils, and the removal of dirt is all that is needed in this case to restore chronometer standard timekeeping. Once the movement is rebuilt, we remount the dial, taking care when handling so that we don't add any fingerprints or dust to the dial surface before casing. We use the hand bellows regularly to keep the surface clean.
The dial is secured in place by tightening 2 screws on the side of the movement.
This tool ensures that the hands are correctly fitted with the proper clearance between each other and all parallel to the dial. This is important to ensure proper timekeeping and prevent any damage to the dial and hands from rubbing on each other. To properly seal the watch, it is important to use a good quality case tool. This ensures we can fully tighten the case without any damage. Finally, we carry out a pressure test to the watch's rated depth. We always use a wet tester. This is the most accurate way of testing. I've seen watchmakers use dry vacuum testers for this job, but these work by measuring deflection in the glass. This will only work when the watch has a glass that will flex. Most divers' watches have thick sapphires which don't flex, so wet testing is the best way to ensure an accurate result. If carried out correctly, there is no risk to the watch from water ingress. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We need 15 more subscribers to get to 3,000. It would be great to get there soon, and thank you once again for watching the videos and supporting the channel.